Welcome to a new type of video. This is a review type of video. I don't really do these, I more so do rants and whatnot, but this is a sort of more of a review video today. So the vehicle we are reviewing is of course the Yak-38. Now the Yak-38 it's a very special jet. It doesn't like to turn. It does have a great amount of speed though. It can reach up to 700 miles per hour quite quickly on low altitude if you're not climbing constantly. As you can see here, I'm nearly at around 500 miles per hour and I'm not even 3,000 feet yet. This jet is quick at 9.3 and I think it could stay at 9.3 really, because it's got some features that it can't really go against in jets that are in top tier. For an example, it's only got two R60s. Now the R60s are great, but I think there's a bug going around with R60s. I think there's a bug. Actually, it might be with a lot of missiles because the tracking on the R60s seems to be bugging out. So the Yak-38's primary weapons are the R60s. So when they start bugging out, it's kind of hard to use. However, it is more reliable than using your guns. Now this jet can climb really quickly, as you can see. We're nearly at 14,000 feet, which is impressive for a jet that is in 9.3. And the jets usually facing this thing is Harriers, and Harriers are also quick, and Harriers I think are still much more powerful than this thing, just solely because they get more missiles, they've got bigger armament, and also because you know, they can turn better. As you can see here, I'm going around nearly 400 miles per hour. Try to turn in. Of course, I'm losing speed because I'm climbing whilst also trying to roll over and turn. But I fire here. And now what I think happens here is that the missile loses its track. Now this is quite a common feature with the R60s from what I've seen so far. I'm not an expert on them, but from what I've seen with the Yak-38, do not fire them at least 2 miles ahead, because I think they start to bug out. Now here we have the Super Mist here. As you can see, I am very slow still. I'm 424 miles per hour. We're going to pull up here. The missiles, however, do work. It's nearly in a 1 mile radius, or distance, sorry, and they do track on well in this distance, and they hit beautifully. As you can see, I get 10k silver lines. Now, this is one of the issues I find with this jet, because as you can see, I got killed there. You've got to be careful of your surroundings, by the way, with this jet, because you cannot out-turn missiles, so you can't really turn for your life, to be honest. But one of the main issues with the Yak-38's silver line gain is that it's not actually the silver line gain itself, sorry. It's the repair cost. And with the repair cost comes a very nasty reality to this jet. The repair cost is 15,000, so every kill you get is 10,000. Now, it's not a bad amount of silver lines if the repair cost wasn't so bad. So every kill you get, and let's say if you got a kill and you got a death, you are going down by 5k regardless, and I earn barely anything with this jet because I die quite a lot, because it's a hard jet to use. It's good to use because it's fun with the R60s at times, but the repair cost is not good for this thing. It is too high. It's not fun. And as you can see here, the Harrier, the British premium jet that is 9.7 with 4 SRAMs, by the way, has got a better silver line gain and also has a cheaper repair cost, meaning that it gets more and its repair cost is cheaper, which, you know, it's not fair. And I hope Gaijin does fix the Yak-38's repair cost, because it really needs to lower. But it doesn't always put it down by repair cost. The research is quite decent with it. And it is a beautiful aircraft to fly, the Yak-38. The Yak-38 is a lovely jet. It really goes quick. It's more, it's more of a boom and zoom than it is a turn fighter. Now right here I am testing the VTOL capabilities. Now the Yak-38, it lifts up quite quickly, as you can see here. The Yak-38's VTOL is quite impressive. It does well, but when you use aircraft carriers that use a catapult, it's not as useful. However, I do a thing on the airfield sometimes or runways, sorry, where I end up using VTOL around 66%, so I get a bit of air whilst also I'm lifting off as well, so I've got a faster, lift off. As you can see, it's quite manoeuvrable with its VTOL as well. Now when it comes to the armament of this aircraft, it comes with bombs. It comes with 250 rockets. It comes with 100 kilogram bombs. So you can even come with the other rockets. However, there is a major one that a lot of people use, which is the guided missiles, or I think it's the air-to-ground missiles that you can use in this thing, which are good. However, you do have to control them, and I find controlling them is actually harder than than I thought it would be. Now, these missiles are very interesting to use. You control them, you sort of guide where they go, and it hits target and it should kill them. Now, the explosive mass it's tremendous. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, the explosive mass of this thing is 75 kilograms, and the speed that this thing goes, well, it's Mach 2. So, as you see here, I'm about to fire, and when I fire, I miss the first shot. Now, I'm not very great at aiming these, especially on an aircraft. You don't really use them to aim them on an aircraft. But as you see here, I hit him here, and it is a big blast. Now, they go quick. Mach 2, 75 kilograms of explosive mass. They are very good for CAS. But again, the thing that drags it down the most is its repair cost if you do die. Now, you only earn around 4k or 4.6 thousand silver lines per kill in ground RB with this thing. So using it if you want to get money or research is not the greatest thing to do at the minute, until they've lowered the repair cost. So the overall analysis of this thing is that it can't turn, it has a great climbing rate, it goes quick, its CAS is very decent actually, it's got very good guided missiles. Its missiles are good, but you have to use them in around a 1.5 mile range maximum, or around 2 miles let's say, because I think the tracking starts to bug out and it doesn't hit them. However, it is a good aircraft. It is something that you need to learn to play, I guess, because it's not that easy as people say it is. I find it quite hard to use at times, but it is very enjoyable. On the first release day, it was very good. It was very enjoyable. But you know what? I'm going to say an honest opinion, honest review on this. Do not get it until its repair cost has been lowered, because its repair cost is the main factor that drags it down the most. If you die in this thing, let's say you had a 5k, 6k repair cost, if you died in it, you only get a 5k repair cost, because the good thing about dying with 5k repair cost is that you earn more if you get a kill, which means you end up getting 5k instead of, getting minus 5k, which is, quite a big repair cost. So it doesn't actually get its premium earn if you get 1 kill and a death. If you get 2 kills, it still drags it down, but ideally, when they do, and I hope they do, reduce its repair cost, I advise you to get it, because it's a beautiful aircraft. Its VTOL is excellent, its speed is just great, its guns, you can get kills with its guns. It's not reliable, but you can get kills with them. Just do not turn fight, go for more of an interceptor role, where you get behind them, or you sort of jump on them and you get them on a surprise, and just, do that, because that's the easiest way you're going to get killed. Don't go into enemies, of course, because the enemies are very good at outturning you in this BR, especially Sabres, the Harriers, and all of them lot. They can outturn you, and they can send missiles at you, and you will die. I think at lower altitudes, so it can turn a little bit better than it can at higher altitudes, but overall, not as good at not good turn rate, as other jets are. Good climb rate, speed amazing, and just it's a lovely aircraft. I would advise you get it after the repair cost has been lowered though. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this type of content, and I'll see you all later.